where do I currently stand when it comes to Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, and I am still hopeful that they can pull this off. Hey there everybody, it's RevKev here. Hope you're having an awesome day today. Quick video on 3 reasons why I am still hopeful about Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. Now this might seem like a strange video to make because I know the fan base is pretty divided on this and I've been pretty vocal about where I kind of stand with the direction of Star Wars. Haven't been happy with it at all, but I'm hopeful. I'm still hopeful. And the reason I want to make this video is because I still get a lot of negative comments on my reaction video that I made way back when, in April, on my reaction to the trailer for The Rise of Skywalker. It's about to hit 60,000 views. There's my 5 minutes of fame on the internet, I guess. But I'm still getting comments. Still being called a Disney shill, being called woke, being called all these different kind of names, and being called a soy boy, and I've got no testosterone, and all these other things. But you know what? You call me all the names you want. I've been called a lot worse. But that just got me thinking, where do I currently stand when it comes to Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker? And I am still hopeful that they can pull this off. 3 reasons why. The first reason is just from all the news that's coming out of the production, from the people behind the scenes, the actors, starting to see a change in their attitude. Starting to see a change in their attitude, the way they were speaking about us, the fans, right after the Last Jedi. We're seeing kind of this ship being turned around. It's slow, it's subtle, but it's there. Now this might just be because they're in damage control mode. They realize, they've got things like Galaxy Edge that they got to start, getting people to actually go visit. They've got a bunch of product that they're hoping that people are going to start buying come when's Force Friday in October? I'll have to Google that. I got to double check. They got a lot of product they're going to start moving, so it could be just a damage control thing, but I think there's something more to it. I think deep down they know they messed it up, and I think they're trying to correct it. So that gives me hope that The Rise of Skywalker is going to be moving into the right direction. Also, just again from production and stuff, just everything that we're seeing coming out with Disney Plus and all the things that are coming out with The Mandalorian, the Clone Wars, the Jedi Fallen Order video game. Things really seem, from a production, big picture thing, seem to be moving in the right direction. That's the first reason I am hopeful. The second reason why I am hopeful for Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, is the character of Rey. I like Rey. I always have. Except for Rey from The Last Jedi. I didn't like what they did with the character. I thought they completely dropped the ball, but they were heading in a really good, interesting direction. I didn't consider, Rey to be this Mary Sue type of character in The Force Awakens. I just pictured her as a hero that is awakening, exactly like the title said, right? For me, in The Force Awakens, Rey was very similar to both young Anakin Skywalker from Episode 1 and Luke Skywalker from Episode 4. There was just something in them, and they didn't even know what it was. There was an innate ability, there was a default connection to the Force that just made them better than the people around them. Like, I still love the scene in The Force Awakens when Rey is flying the Millennium Falcon for the very first time, and they dodge all the TIE fighters. Rey is flying all over through the debris, and Finn is shooting them. And at the end, they both look at each other going, how did we do this? And they both have no clue how they got out of that alive. And that's just that innate Force ability. That reminded me of Anakin Skywalker from Episode 1. The fact that this young boy could do something that no other human could do. And that's pod racing, right? It was just in him. This Force ability was there. Anakin Skywalker could naturally repair stuff. And we saw through the expanded universe in some of the books that was actually a Force ability to be able to repair equipment. And Rey had kind of that similar ability. So Rey had a talent to fix things. Rey had a talent to be able to fly that comes from the Force. It was being awoken in her. So the character was moving in a great direction. I loved where it was going until The Last Jedi came and just completely dropped the ball on it. And so I am hopeful that they're going to be able to correct this and that they're going to be able to get back on track with the character of Rey. Third reason why I am hopeful for the Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is to actually have some meaningful bad guys again. The First Order is not a meaningful bad guy. It's the Empire 2.0, and it's not even as interesting as the Empire because it makes no sense where they came from. No one has any clue where they came from. It's bad storytelling. And but now with this Rise of Skywalker, we got the Knights of Ren that are going to be making an appearance, and Palpatine. Now here's some really cool opportunity to actually have a meaningful bad guy. You see, the problem with any movie, but I think especially the problem they've been having with these sequel movies in Star Wars, is if you don't have a compelling bad guy, you don't have a compelling hero. You need a good bad guy to make the hero interesting. And I'm really hopeful, very hopeful, fingers crossed, that the Knights of Ren are going to be that type of villain, that bringing Palpatine back is going to be that type of villain. Because it's the villain that makes the hero. If you've got a bad villain, the hero's not all that great. What made Luke Skywalker great? Luke Skywalker was a great hero, but he was even greater because of the tension between him and Darth Vader, and that dynamic and that relationship. That's what makes a good hero. You need a good villain. So I'm hopeful. Kind of keeping my fingers crossed, keeping my toes crossed, saying my prayers at night that The Force Awakens is going to be a good movie and get Star Wars back on track. Would love to know what you think in the comment section below. You put your comments there and be a part of the dialogue in our hashtag Keeping Star Wars Fun community.